Hi guys, today's video is all about hair. Well, my hair in particularly. I'm going to show you how I style it. I'm going to talk about the color because a lot of you ask about the color and stuff. How I've gotten it to kind of like, grow pretty fast, I think. This video has been heavily requested lately, and I think it's just because my hair is it's looking a little different lately because it has kind of hit a point where it's been growing a lot, so people are kind of curious. Okay, before we get started, everybody's hair is different. I say this for skin videos, for hair videos. So what I'm suggesting and saying, oh, you'll get really straight hair. No, I mean, not everybody is, that's not going to happen because my hair is naturally straight. So you've got to keep in mind that everyone's hair texture is different. I guess this isn't really a tutorial, this is just telling you what I do to mine. So my hair is very naturally straight. I don't use a flat iron at all, ever. I do touch my hair a lot. People complain all the time, but look, this is what happens. If I don't touch it and I just, move around normal, it gets in my face. That's not good. So you have to, you have to move it out of there when you have thin hair. It'll stay like this for a second. But it'll start creeping in a minute unless I just sit like this and don't say anything and don't move. But I like to move around. I like to talk. So my hair is going to go on my face and I'm going to have to move it. So just bear with me. Funny story about like hair texture and stuff. When I was little, I wanted like super curly hair. So like sometimes my mom would like put my hair, she'd put like that Aussie gel on it, and then I'd put those pink rollers and I'd sleep in them. I'd take them out and have like really crunchy curls the next day, and I'd be like so excited. And then one time she actually like gave me a home perm. I remember I was really little and it like didn't even take. So that's how straight my hair is. Like I really, yeah. My philosophy too about hair is that you should not have to spend a whole lot to get good results. I think that there's great options at the drugstore and more affordable brands. You just have to kind of look. So my very favorite ones that I've been using for a very long time is the John Frieda. This is the purple one that I've showed a lot. It's the Color Renew Toner Restoring Shampoo. And sometimes I use this one, which is called the Go Blonder Lightning Shampoo with citrus and chamomile. Both of these are great. The whole philosophy behind purple shampoos is that they deposit a little bit of color, and it keeps your hair from looking too yellow or brassy, which means that sometimes blonde hair can look a little orangey. So it kind of brightens it by adding that purple. It's just all about color theory and stuff. It just makes it look brighter. It makes it look like a more natural blonde. My hair naturally is like a medium brown. My roots are probably to about like right there, which you can kind of see. But that's okay because it's not that different. I think if you do color your hair, keep that in mind, especially where upkeep's involved, because I can go like 3-4 months, usually about 4 months, between colorings because my color kind of blends. So I alternate these probably about every other shampoo, and then I use the conditioner that goes with them. So another thing, the conditioners that go with these are amazing. Don't let that whole like lightening shampoo, it's not going to lighten your hair, like bleach it out or anything. I just think it kind of keeps it bright. I don't really even notice a huge change or anything, but it just does make my hair look brighter. And like I was saying about the conditioners that go with these, they're amazing. They smell so good, and they really, really condition your hair well. Sometimes when I want extra volume, I'll use this big shampoo by Lush, which is pretty much the only Lush product that I use regularly, and I'm out, so I need to repurchase more. It has chunks of salt. I've showed it before. This one, like as you can see, is gone. When you want a lot of volume, it's great to use. I'd probably recommend using this maybe like once a week, and you get a pretty good bit. I like to wet my hair a lot so that you get a really good lather because it is kind of gritty. And then after I get it in my hair, I like wet it down really good, which seems like it would just kind of rinse it off, but it doesn't. The key to this is you have to use a lot of water with it, and it really makes a great lather and gives you great results. And then I just use my whatever conditioner that goes with this. It's not a big deal. As for deep conditioners, I love this one. I've showed this before in one of my favorites a couple months back. It's the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle, and I really love it. This works great. It smells delicious, and it is very conditioning. Best of all, it's very cheap. So good products. That's what I use in the shower. Alright, now when you get out of the shower, it's really important to remember a few things to prevent damage. Don't, overly towel dry your hair. What I do is I just like squeeze the water out and then put my hair in one of those embarrassing towel turbans. That's not like a brand of something. Like I take my bath towel and make a turban. And I leave that on like while I put on my lotion and stuff like that. And then I take it right off. And then that's when I comb it and all that. So I use a wide tooth comb, which you can get these at the drugstore, which is a must for any type of hair texture. Don't ever try to use a regular comb for damp hair. Always use a wide tooth one. Very cheap at the drugstore. This one is by Conair, and I like it. And then I use my hair products. I love this stuff. I would die if they didn't have this anymore. It's the Alterna Hemp Organics Color Hold Thickening Compound. This does so many different things. I've talked about it. It's like I've talked about it before. It's like a ton of different hair products in one. It's a kind of like a styling lotion, so it feels like it's really nourishing. It protects against sunlight. It has like UVA, UVB filters. So it keeps your color from fading or whatever. It's great for preserving color. It is kind of like a styling lotion, so it's gonna like make your ends look healthy and stuff. You can use it at your roots. It kind of gives your hair a little bit of like oomph. And what else does it do? Oh, it protects against like heat damage and stuff. So that's cool. Then this is something that I've been using. This is my first can of this stuff, and it's the Alterna Life Solutions Volumizing Spray Mousse. It gives your roots like some texture without like making them crunchy. And I like that it sprays. So what I do is I literally, like while my hair is damp after I use this, I just flip it over and like spray it right there. And then I flip this side over and I spray it again like that. And then I flip up the back and spray it in the back, and then I just work it all in. Now while that stuff is in my hair's still damp, I do my makeup. About 10 minutes, I'll, let go by and just let my hair air dry, because if you dry your hair too soon, like while it's too wet, you're just going to end up, it's just unnecessary heat damage, because your hair is just going to take forever to dry. You might as well just let it air dry for just a little bit though. And that's what I do. I just literally flip my head over and use my fingers to just, blow dry it at the roots, and then I might use the brush a little bit to get the ends a little whatever. But no, I don't use a brush to like really, because like I said, my hair is straight. If your hair is not straight and you want that look of like a, smooth blowout or whatever, you're going to definitely need to like work with a brush, but I'm just no good at that. That's just what works for me. Then when I flip my head back over after my hair feels dry, I part it, like make it look kind of halfway decent, and then I'll take the brush and like, just smooth the ends, just like that. If I want a little bit of shine, if I'm doing like an updo, or like if I'm wearing my hair a certain way, I don't know, sometimes if I was just wearing it like this and I want some shine, I'll use this Tresemme shine spray. Yeah, it's nice. It kind of like smooths down little pieces of your hair and stuff. I don't use this every day, but it's a great shine spray if you're like me and have like straighter hair, because a lot of shine sprays, no matter how little that you use, will kind of weigh down my hair type. So what I do most of the time is I just use a little bit of hairspray, and this is the Tresemme Extra Firm Control Tray 2 spray. Tray 2. And it's green. Now I feel like this provides enough heat protectant like for the blow dryer, but if I ever curl my hair, like if I use hot curlers or if I use a curling iron, which I do have a video on how I curl my hair, I will link to that below. I use this, and I use this in the video too. This is amazing because, like I said, my hair does not hold curl. It not only protects your hair, but it helps your hair hold the curl. I can use this and my hair will stay curly all day. So how my hair grew so long, I don't take vitamins, I don't really do anything, I just really take care of it. Something else is getting regular trims. I have been growing out what was like a bob for probably like 3 years, and it probably wouldn't have taken that long, but for the first like 2 years I refused to get a haircut. Like I would get my hair colored and stuff, but I just would not get it trimmed, because I always heard people say, oh, trim your hair, it'll make it grow faster, and I'm like, that does not even make sense. Well, it doesn't make your hair grow faster, because your hair is always going to grow at the same rate, but what it does is it just gets the dead ends off. If you went that long without cutting it and getting the dead ends off of it, your hair would still be growing, but as you brush it, as you use heat, as you flat iron it, as you curl it, as you blow dry it, whatever you do, they're going to break off, and so your hair is just going to kind of stay one length, you know what I mean? It's just going to hit a point where it's not growing, and if that is where you find yourself to be, then go get a trim, because it will make such a huge difference. I finally started to get my hair, like, my hairstylist taught me into getting it trimmed a lot more, and it's actually growing. Like I can actually see more of a difference. Not because it's growing, but because my ends are healthy enough to continue on without breaking. Thus your hair looks longer. So yeah, I think that that is probably the best thing that you can do. When I say get a trim, I don't mean like go crazy and get like inches cut off or anything. Just tell your hairstylist to just barely dust the ends and let them know how anxious you are about cutting it. Just be like, yeah, please don't. Because then they'll kind of be afraid, you know. Don't be like, yeah, I just want to trim, because then sometimes they'll go crazy. But mine's really good. She does what I want her to do. So even though every time I go, I still act like a crazy person, like I'm scared. And speaking of hairstylists, I do get my hair colored professionally. When it used to be dark, I used to do it myself, which that was kind of scary. But I don't play around with like highlights and stuff like that. I just always go get it done. I get it done probably every 4 months, and I get foils. And the type that I get, I don't know the exact color because like I said, it's like done at a salon. But if you want your highlights to look more natural, tell them that. Say that you want them to look blended, you don't want them to look streaky, and ask them to use 2 different shades of blonde, so that they're not, you know, just using one, you know, so it doesn't look chunky. I get 2 different shades of light blonde, so just tell them that. And I think she said one time that it was called like dimensional blonde or something, because it looks like it gives it some dimension. So yeah, take care of it, find good products that work for you. And I'm not telling you to fix your hair like this, I'm just saying for people that were wondering, this is how I fix mine. Oh, and I didn't even tell you what kind of brush this was, which is amazing. If you're like me and you have really, you know, your hair's kind of slippery, my hair is so straight and thin that if I use just like a regular brush that just had these plastic bristles, it would just go straight, you know, it would just fall through it. But I like this Conair brush, I think I got it at Target. Because it has these little, probably has hair all in it, that's disgusting. But these little, you know, it has little bristles like that too. So it really kind of grabs your hair. So it's a good mix because it has the plastic bristles and it has the little, I don't know what these are called, bristles. So yeah, I hope that y'all enjoyed it. That's just my updated hair routine. Hair and lip gloss don't mix, obviously. But I hope that y'all enjoyed it, and that you're all having a great week, and I'll talk to you very soon.